Hello.
How's it going? Young Turks here. Bigger picture, if Bernie doesn't win, let's say it's a Hillary Clinton, what do you see the country as in 4 years? What do you think is going to happen if it's not him?
There's no way that you can take money and fight money. So no, the revolution will not happen through her.
If Hillary Clinton actually became president, where do you see the country in 4 years? What do you think is the situation?
A lot of the same thing, basically. No one really moving forward. Rich getting a little bit richer, poor getting by. A lot of the same.
Maybe war. Maybe. I don't know about that. But certainly engaged in more interventionism and that kind of thing.
You think, you said war right off the bat, you're looking at her past record, you think she's going to be more interventionist around the world?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just more of the same kind of thing. Not necessarily any vast changes, but certainly more of the same.
Similar to 4 more years of Obama, almost. Honestly, being in the middle of things, you know what I'm saying? Not far left how Bernie would be. You know, just the same how everybody feels how Hillary isn't. She's center, you know. She isn't. She just goes by what's the main thing, you know. Right now, if it's $15 minimum wage, if it happens, then all of a sudden she's the one behind it.
Are you worried that her as president, we might continue to be entangled elsewhere instead of focusing here?
Absolutely, man. I think she'd be the one where she'd try to give some good reasons for it, but she'd definitely give the green light, I think, for invading other countries, regime change maybe, you know. That seems, once you look at the history, it seems like that's what she's been going for, and the kind of things that's just the way they go.
I see it not changing at all, where it's not in the right direction where it needs to go.
Do you think she's going to tackle any of the income questions, the income inequality, the favorable between the lobbyists and all these people who help kind of the rich get richer? Do you think she'll go after that like she said she has?
I don't think they're the ones who are going to help her get president. I mean, they're the ones who are supporting her. They're the ones who are, creating the super PACs, and all of her campaign money comes from them, so she's not going to attack them. It's kind of like biting the hand that feeds you. She's going to want to get reelected, so she's going to have to cater to her donors if she wants to get reelected, and I think that's what she's going to do.
It won't be as bad as if Trump became president. So if Hillary Clinton picks a good running mate like Elizabeth Warren or somebody, that would make it a lot better.
I see it going down the tubes, to be honest. Even if Hillary is the nominee, I'll be writing his name in on the ballot.
Do you think if Hillary is the president, she's going to go after that income inequality issue that she's been saying? Or do you think this is kind of mirrors and she'll do pretty much what's been done already?
I think she's going to say the popular thing until she gets into office, and then I think it's a toss-up as to whether or not she's going to follow through. I personally don't believe she will, but if she ends up doing so, I would be happy.
If Bernie doesn't squeak it out and it ends up being Hillary Clinton as president, where do you see us in 4 years? Moving forward or backward?
Backwards. This is my first election, and I think Bernie has done a great job showing my generation what a real leader should be like. And I don't think any other leader is going to make the changes that he's going to bring to this country. I personally don't trust what she's saying because of the contributions that she takes from the corporations of America.
Clinton, we're going to stay exactly where we are. Nothing is going to change. And it just seems like when you hear her talk, she's concerned about keeping everything the same. And that's just how I feel about her.
So when she says I'm a progressive that gets things done, if she's president, what do you see getting done in the next 4 years?
Absolutely nothing. Nothing.
I just want to, concretely, do you think she's going to try and, increase taxes on the wealthy? Do you think she's going to try to, help turn around this income inequality?
I highly doubt she's going to do any of that. I truly believe if she gets into office, nothing is going to change. See, Bernie is progressive. He's progressive. I think we're going to get somewhere with him. Trump, we're going to go back. We're going to get worse. It's literally an extreme end. She's right in the middle.
And some people I spoke with when I asked about if Trump's president, they're saying they're moving.
Leaving. I'm gone. My bag's already packed ahead of time just in case.
Where are you headed?
Canada! No, probably, I don't know.
If you think if Hillary's president, do you see her kind of continuing on with Obama, small changes around the edge, or do you see pretty, more conservative kind of legislation?
Possibly a lot like Obama, maybe a little bit more conservative, a little more pro-war, and possibly pushing more things like fracking and just whatever's going to put money in her pocket, because that's what she does.
Do you think with Hillary, she's been criticized that she's kind of evolved on all these positions this campaign?
I don't believe it at all. I don't believe a word she says. I'm very, very anti-Hillary.
So what about the Democratic establishment now? Essentially, she says, I want to unify with Bernie Sanders supporters, but Bernie Sanders, most supporters that I've spoken to say, hell no. Are you being disloyal to the Democratic Party, or your loyalty is to the ideas?
You know what? My father's always identified as an independent, and he always told me, you don't have to decide what party. We live in Indiana, so it's open primary. We can choose who. If it's a Republican president, you want to get behind that year because you believe what he's saying, what he's for. Go ahead. If it's Democrat, go ahead. And that's what he always taught me. And so I never decided ever, and I was actually done.
You're talking like Bernie. Yeah.
I talk my hands a lot, but I don't believe anything she says, and I don't believe that we should have to get behind Hillary. I will not. I definitely choose not to. I'm definitely Bernie or bust. And I don't feel as though that the Democratic Party are owed our votes in any way, and I don't feel like we're betraying them. If we don't believe what they stand for anymore, we don't owe them our vote.
Do you think there's any chance of you changing your mind to vote for Hillary?
Never, ever will I. I would be more likely to vote for Trump, and I'm not going to do that either. I'm going to write Bernie's name in, but I would never, ever vote for Hillary.